Lord have mercy. Yo, my people. Welcome back to Live with Fergie. And tonight we are continuing the Love Island series. What's up, Mihail? Yes, this will be fun because let me tell you, the tensions are rising. They are rising. My God, the villa. Now, let's start off with the hashtags of tonight's episode. Hashtag Snogathon. Hashtag 10 out of 10. Where are the others? I know I've got them dotted around here. Hashtag turn that 7 into a 10. And that is all. But if this is your first time viewing the channel, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Share these videos with everyone you know. Hit me up in the social media. Instagram is at MCFergie. Snapchat is Colin123. But it shall be in the description below, people. Yes. And without further ado, let us get into the notes. So, there's a big snake that we see like going through the villa, well, through the grass. Everyone wakes up, brushes their teeth, etc. Danny and Arabella catch up, just talking, how's your night, etc. Anton offers to make her a cup of coffee just straight first thing in the morning. Amy and Amber find out how Yewande's spooning was with Danny, and they basically discuss that briefly. Danny, Maura, Lucy, and Jordan chill on a daybed. And we come to find out that Danny says, nice bikini or something like that to Maura. And she says, it's actually Lucy's. And he says, is that see-through also? And then I think Lucy said something along the lines of, it covers up the important things. And then just sort of in a joking way, Danny goes, that's a shame. Now, we also find out that he's not too sure if Yewande will continue this new approach of laying it on thick and being affectionate. Maura can't see them working, just straight up. Now, do you think Yewande needs encouragement? Do you think she genuinely likes Danny enough to just go off of her own accord, or does she need that little nudge? Amber, Yewande, Anna. I wrote Yewande twice. Amber, Yewande, and Anna chat by the pool. Yo, you know what it was? I meant to put Amy, I think. They chat by the pool and they discuss their sexual frustrations whilst gazing at Michael showering. And we come to find out that Amber's been lying to them, talking about how she's not frustrated at all. Yet she sits watching him like this. And they just see it. They just see straight through her. And Amber says, it is what it is. Why is I swear, I wonder if the Love Island team or something have said, for every time you say this, there's a collaboration on the outside or something. Tommy and Curtis chat, and Curtis lets him know, I've been hearing some noises some sounds come from your side of the room. And he just says, a gentleman never tells his secrets. And Curtis likes the sound of that. He says that's the right answer. Now they get into a discussion about the fetal position. And the bottom line is Tommy knows what the fetal position was. Curtis, his interpretation of it when he displayed it on screen looked more like he was the doggy being, you know what? Well, I don't even know why it's called the doggy because practically every animal does it. But moving on, that's not what we're here to talk about. Danny and Arabella chat by the fire pit. It's that scene that they showed us from last night's episode. And they discuss Yewande, their date. They discuss their own personal date between the two of them. And she asks, where's Danny's head at? And he just says, I honestly do not know. And then they get to talk about the chemistry that they have between them and the fact that the chemistry he has with Yewande hasn't really been there since day one. Tommy asks Molly May, what's the fetal position, just for reassurance and clarification. And bottom line is, yeah, he was right about what the fetal position was. Jordan and Curtis discuss Danny and Yewande. Amy decides to teach Amber, beg your pardon, Amy decides to teach Amber, Molly May, and Maura how to be flight attendants. And I've got here with attitude. So they're doing the directions just like, wah, bam, whoa. And I was just like, okay, yeah, this is really what you do. Mihail, Tell your family to go on their YouTube accounts and come watch the live, okay? Now, Anton chats to Arabella. They discuss Ibiza, Danny and Yewande, traveling. Now, Anton makes a protein shake, but beforehand, he's about to head off to the kitchen and he says, Danny, do you want one? Danny says, no, I had one with my breakfast. And then he offers a drink to Arabella. Yes. But bottom line is he goes off to go make his protein shake. Yewande says, I'm going to go down and be affectionate while sitting on the daybed. Thank you very much, whoever dropped that like. She then decides that being affectionate means to sit on Danny's lap whilst he's talking to Arabella. And you literally just saw Arabella just turned her head and like she looked like shocked and confused at the same time. So she had this sort of laugh, just like you know when someone just makes you think, wow, like I did not see that coming, and you're just like, God, that was Arabella's reaction. Now they start to discuss the fact that Yewande hates David Attenborough. Why? Why do you hate Blue Planet and all them other things he does? Honestly, where do you watch it? On my phone isn't working. Oh, well, Summer, I watch Love Island on the Skybox, just straight from the TV. I haven't really watched it on ITV. So I'm not too sure how to fix it if your phone's not working. But moving on, back to the notes. Where was I? Yes, Yewande hates David Attenborough. Thinks he's very boring. And then I think Danny says, imagine if David Attenborough was the person who narrated Love Island. And they said, oh, it'd probably sound just the same anyway. Arabella and Lucy talk on the swing bed chair thingy. And they discuss Danny and Yewande. Pretty much this entire episode, everybody discusses Danny and Yewande. Anton, Lucy, and Arabella chat in the kitchen. Tom and Maura chat at the same time, and he lets us know about this thing that happens when his hair gets wet. Maura got a text for the challenge Snogathon, where it's a case of the boys wear blindfolds and noise-cancelling headphones. They then rate the kiss of the person who kissed them on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being obviously amazing. Now, the bottom line is Amy was placed last, Amber 6th, Maura, Molly, May, and Yewande were placed 4th. Arabella was placed 3rd, Lucy was placed 2nd, and Anna was placed 1st. But my problem with this was, who got 5th place, or how did 5th place work? Because they kind of just grouped that together. And there's obviously only 8 girls, but who cares? We'll leave that behind. But if you saw this, you saw Maura was the first girl to do kissing, and she went in on it for everyone. But then Arabella, she took her opportunity. She snogged the heck out of Danny. Like, I mean, you even saw the camera close up on Danny, like holding her waist, and she said she liked the fact that he took control of the kiss. Amy got very pissed off afterwards and basically stormed out because people were laughing at her and they're supposed to be her friends and yada, 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 saying that she's slow when she's kissing and stuff. Amy then rants to Tommy and Molly May, and we find out Curtis is in the doghouse because he rated Arabella a 10 out of 10, thinking it was Amy because they had a real connection, which was the same he had with Amy. And he actually rated Amy a 7 without realizing. So in the doghouse for him, not good, not good. Now, apparently Amy always scratches his neck. I don't know if this is when they're kissing or just randomly, but she says, I did that so that you would know it was me. And then he was just like, you don't do that though. And she was just like, yes, I do. Amy then goes on to rant to Amber and Michael. And Amber understands where she's coming from, but she believes she's just over deeping it. I mean, it's a challenge. Just let it go. I mean, Amber, most of her kisses were rated 5 out of 10. And she realized, oh, I guess I'm not as good a kiss as I thought. Anna and Yewande discuss Arabella's kiss. And Anna says, I guarantee that's going to be her last. To be honest, at the moment, I really don't see Danny and Yewande working. I don't see it. I'd rather see Danabella. Like, what would Danny and Yewande be? Yewani or Dewande? Yeah, it'd either be Yewande or Yewande. To be honest, I prefer Danabella. What do people prefer? What name morphications can you make? Arabella, Molly May, Maura, and Lucy discussed the challenge, and we come to find out that Arabella said her top three would be Danny, Michael, and Curtis, and that's in order of first to third. And she said Anton's kiss was horrendous. So I'm sorry, Anton, you're out of luck. Arabella is not for you. Trust me, she is going for Danny. Like, once I heard that statement, I was just like, Anton, I don't know how much longer Anton's going to stay in the villa, because once I heard that statement from Arabella, I knew, okay, Anton, you got no chance. Done. Danny, Curtis, and Michael discuss Arabella. Curtis, Danny, and Jordan discuss how Curtis doesn't know his woman. And they sort of like laugh about it because Curtis is just like, clearly I'm not the one to make any judgments on kisses or whatever. The boys all sit by the fire pit and they all rate, well, most of them rated Maura's kiss. Curtis gets a text, and the text implies getting a date, having a date between himself and Amy, which is the reason why we then get the hashtag turn that 7 into a 10, because that's obviously what he rated her. On the date, before they even begin, Curtis just apologizes deeply when they're sat at the table. He lavishes her with compliments. They decide, yeah, let's put it behind us, and then they proceed to have their date. He says, "You are a supermodel in my eyes." They dance, and then he says, "I owe you this," and gives her a kiss. They kiss, and she said, "That better have been a 10 out of 10 or whatever." And he said, "Oh no, that was a 20 out of 10. Next, back to the villa. Molly May, Lucy, Maura, Amber, and Yewande chat about the challenge. Molly May rated Lucy's jaw whilst kissing. She was just like, I was looking and I was just like, whoa, Lucy's going, I like locking jaws and shit. Molly May rated Lucy. Arabella comes over, pulls Yewande for a chat. Anton and Danny proceed to the bean bags, most likely to try and listen in. Arabella basically explains that she feels Yewande is going from 0 to 150 and is sort of like just laying it on fully thick, is being territorial, and Yewande doesn't agree. She believes she's just showing affection. She believes me and Danny are really, really strong. We're a solid couple. And then I'm just like, where is this all coming from? What? It's solid couple. Just 2 days ago, this man was wondering, is she even still interested in me? And then Anton just says to some of the guys, no, Anton says to Danny beforehand, you've got a model and a scientist fighting over you. Literally. And Arabella literally just lets her know straight up, I still want to get to know Danny because he believes we have a connection. I believe we have a connection, yada, yada, yada. And they say, okay, yeah, that's no problem. Yewande says, well, I can't stop you, da, da, da. She basically storms off, heads to the girls, and she chats to Molly May and Amber in the kitchen, and she just goes, I'm F-word fuming. Just whispering, just like, I'm livid. I'm just like, what? It's like you just had this peaceful discussion. What is wrong with you, woman? What is going on? Like, oh, you're over deep in this. Literally. Getting on my nerves. And then, oh, I had to laugh. Because anyone who watched the episode, it's too good. So whilst she's going, I'm livid. This is gonna bring out the crazy B word in me. And because I know I'm a crazy B. I was just like, okay, so here's the song that comes up. I remember when I lost my mind. And they just give us that one line, and I was just like, too good, too nicely placed. Well done, Love Island. Honestly, mad props to you. That was too good. That was too good. Arabella proceeds to the day bed, tells Lucy and Maura that she understands Yewande's viewpoint, but she still plans to proceed. Arabella then pulls Danny for a chat, and she basically says to him, you know what? Doo-doo is really hitting the fan. We have a new love. Wow, that's kind of Illuminati. Love triangle, yeah? I'm not part of the Illuminati people, but we got a new love triangle. So we got Danny, Yewande, and Arabella. Like I said, you got the options. Yewande or Dawande or Danabella or Annie. What name combination do you think? I mean, what couple? Like, do you really see Yewande and Danny working? Like, I mean, at this point, I really couldn't say. Now, Arabella. No. Moving on. Anton. He just speaks to the boys and he just goes, "Where does that leave me? Just, I'm on my ones. I'm single. What do I do?" And he's just like, "Where does that leave me? I mean, she's clearly more interested in him. I got no options." That's what I'm telling you. I think Anton, I feel sorry for him. He's had no luck in here. It's just so sad. So sad. Okay. Yewande, yeah, she's just crazy. Now we get the glimpse at tomorrow night's episode. And we only see Danny and Yewande on the terrace discussing. And she basically says, "What do you want? What do you want from me?" And she's just like, "I don't think you know what you want." And that brings us to the end of the notes. So this episode, my God, things got a little bit heated. As you can see, the tension is rising. You could cut it with a knife. And the thing is, I'm just wondering, who is Danny going to choose? I mean, do you think, is Danny going to go for Yewande, or are we going to have Danabella? Is it going to be Danny and Arabella or Danny and Yewande? Let me know in the comment section below. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video. I hope you've enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Add my Snapchat, Colin123. Follow me on Instagram at MC Fergie. Share this video with everyone you know. We got 7 people on this live. 1 like. Thank you very much. I definitely appreciate that. Peace and God bless.